The people's idolatry, their worship of things other than God, came at the high cost of the lives of their sons and their daughters. And to express just how repulsive such practices were, God states that it never entered his mind to decree such a thing. Now, you may be asking yourself, well, what about that time God told Abraham to sacrifice his son? God said, take your son, your only son Isaac, whom you love, and present him as a burnt offering on the mountain in which I will show you. And so Abraham takes Isaac to Mount Moriah. How is it that God can say that such a decree, such a command never entered his mind when he told Abraham to do that very thing? Well, if you recall, what happened on Mount Moriah? God didn't sacrifice Abraham's son. He spared Abraham's son. As that knife was about to come down, the angel of the Lord stopped Abraham. For now I know that you trust God. What actually takes place on Mount Moriah is the sparing of Abraham's son. And rather than promoting child sacrifice, which many of the peoples of the time were practicing, God makes it emphatically clear to Abraham that he does not desire such a thing. He abhors it. And he even supplies a substitute in Isaac's place, a ram caught in a thicket. Even Israel's sacrificial system testified to this very thing, that God didn't desire human sacrifice. The people deserved God's wrath due to their sin, yet God supplied animals as substitutes because the idea of human sacrifice was so abhorrent. Why? Because to sacrifice, to slay another human being, was to slay the very image of God. And yet here, the people of Judah have abandoned this God who places the highest dignity possible on human life. And instead, they've chosen to worship idols, gods of wood and stone, at the cost of their sons and daughters.